Fancy the snail, Tango the ladybug, and Sheldon the turtle are keepers. Fun friends with a secret hiding place, each sold separately. And each keeper comes with its own finder, Twist, Nightlight, and Footloose.
Keepers, keepers, keeps it safe inside.
Fancy and Footloose, Tango and Twist, Sheldon and Nightlight, each sold separately with brush, key, and storybook from Tonka.
Meet the Pretenders. We're a bunch of cats who'll do anything to get out of this pet shop, even dress up like other animals. Shh. So if you see us in your neighborhood and you find out we're not what you think we are...
You're the best bunny ever. Purr? You're not a bunny. You're a cat.
Don't tell, okay?
Don't worry. It'll be our secret.
The Pretenders from Fisher-Price. Squeeze them, and they really purr.
Shh.
In days of old, mighty tales were told of the sailing ships and the sailors bold. Call 976-6000 for an exciting tale of a brand new hero. Call 976-6000, that's all. Get your parents' permission before you call.
$2 per call plus possible toll. Children, ask your parents' permission before calling.
Hey, what you gonna do today, Marty?
I'm gonna call 976-7777. They're gonna tell me a great story every day.
I'm gonna ask my parents if it's okay if I call 976-7777.
No, me first.
Me first.
$2 per call plus possible toll. Ask your parents' permission before calling.
We now return to the real Ghostbusters. Ah! The real Ghostbusters will return after these messages.
It's Enchanted Island Lady Lovelylocks.
With pixie tails and golden curls from head to toe.
Pixie tails make our hair beautiful, too.
Dolls each sold separately. Lady Lovelylocks.
The pixie tails she wears in her beautiful hair.
Hooks are here.
Hey, baby, you get hooked on me. I'm so cuddly.
Ooh, hooked on me. Ooh, cuddly.
Hooks, the huggable creatures that love to hug you back. Each sold separately.
Have you hugged your hooks?
Oh. Ah, that was a hard one. So let's go see where our film's being shot. So there you go, Raz. And we get a good deal now. What is he gonna give us? Stop it, ma'am. You're making me blush. Let's sell la four pelts. You know, these pelts remind my new hit movie where I play a food trapper who's an ex-Navy SEAL, and I have to use my skills to save my team. Real code on there, Pam. I'll see if I can spy this one here. It's a good groaner joke. You know, I heard the salad was dry. You know how I fixed it? I addressed it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! No, 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 no! I thought it was gonna go down for a second. I don't know, someone basically had a little too much to drink there during the Christmas party and said, hey, got an idea for a Pac-Man game. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll take the worst qualities of Super Pac-Man and combine them with the worst qualities of Pac-Man, and we'll call it Pac and Pal. How's that sound? Yeah, okay, no problem. Is he still active? No. Maybe he is. Okay. Oh, I'm out of bombs! Check one, check two. There we go. Oh, this is not good, but it's not good. I'm just saying here, I have to fix my camera because I look super pale. So let's see what we're doing on the fly here quick. Poof. Geek story time already? Oh, I got going for you. Hang on a second here. All right, now let's go over here. Oh, that looks even more horrible than this. Oh man, I tell you, I'm batting 1,000 here. Okay, hang on a second here. I wrote a one on mic. Well, I hope all the other sounds work tonight. Hang on a second, Black. I got to go in for you here. Let me just fix this one more time. My face is not looking right. That shirt is like too dark, too bright here. Okay, so let's go over here. All right, camera control. Yeah, that's a little better. You know. Oh, I know the problem. I was mucking around with my light, and my light's not as bright. That's what it is. Oh. Well, you have to deal with pale Gutty tonight, a little darker Gutty. All right. Okay, so let me see here. I've got something special for you. Hang on a second. It just came in. All right, Mr. Black. So, as you know, I like non-support cards. Star Wars, especially, and all that. Anything by Rittenhouse, whatever I can get my hands on. 2 years and 4 months ago, I pulled a redemption card out of a Topps Mandalorian box for a dual autograph of Pedro Pascal as, the Mandalorian, and Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. And I was so excited because it was one of my biggest hits. So I sent that in, I redeemed it, and waited. And I waited. And I waited. And I refused to take substitutions, everything. I was gonna hang on this redemption until basically the end of time if I had to. Last week they said, congratulations, we're going to be sending you redemption. And it arrived. It's hard to see, but it is Pedro Pascal, Rosario Dawson autograph. But not only that, it's really hard to see. There it is. It is number 1 of 25. It's currently, there's one on eBay going right now for close to $1,000, and there's 3 days left on the auction. This is not getting auctioned. This might get graded, and it's going to go in the treasure case because I've never had a hit like this in all my years of buying non-sport cards. And Pedro Pascal is notorious for not signing anything. Topps chased him for years to sign that, and he refused. And they finally, I don't know if they backed him in the corner or what, but he is finally signing all that. I saw that Black, and I'm like, wow, man! I got I saw the bands everyone's coming. They're really hyping it up, and I really think that's really cool. Basically, yeah, like the Pinball FX is really starting to come along with some really good tables. Let me fix that's bugging me here. Hang on a second here. This is gonna bug me. There, at least I don't look as dark. The color's off, but deal with it. So let's run this down here. I have got, of course, all the good people in the chat here. We've got Dungeon Master, Dungeon Crawler, Dungeoneer, Duncan Thrax, who is running once again to get into Dungeons Dragons Online and get my stuff, which I have not done yet because I've been busy. Good news is work has eased up a lot, so now I should have a chance to do that. We have Clear Black, folks. This is our pinball wizard. You think I'm a retro historian? Black is the pinball master. Loves doing those challenges. And the wizard modes in all those Pinball FX tables. And I'll tell you what we're doing here. Something off the top of my head. December, I call it the Great Geek Giveaway. I guess stay away from the Geek Cave. You're going to get a chance to enter, some trivia and all that. But it's time where I basically like to think about the community. I'm making a list here. And I'm checking it twice. And, of course, I'm bringing a pencil. And I'm going to give my loyal community members a chance to pick games for me to play. So on my list right now, I have, because this is pretty obvious. And basically, we'll donate. I'll do it tonight. Yeah. Elvout has asked me a couple times to play Hades. That's on the list. And Claire Black is always here about pinball. I've got to play pinball at least once during that month. I owe you all a Japanese horror game again, which I'm not looking forward to, but we will be doing that. So Duncan, Lady Spookums, Pam, you got a game you want me to play in the month of December for a giveaway? Let me know, and we'll play it. Other thing too is next week I'm really itching to either talk about, do a little kind of like talkie about the video game crash of '83, which I'm obsessed with like history like that. I could do a presentation on that, or I'm also thinking about doing a presentation on E.T. the video game, and I found a place online to play it for the 2600. It's not a bad game. I played a lot worse games for 2600. I'll tell you that much for sure. The E.T. is not anywhere near as close to Zer's the hate it gets. The guy who brought us Yar's Revenge and Pitfall programmed that sucker in under 5 weeks from start to finish. Give him some credit. So I'm going to try and put together something for Tuesday or Thursday for us on that. We'll have a little fun. We'll get back to the Uncle Gutty educational part of the video. Let me see what else have I got here for the rundown here. Oh, what I didn't do last time is introduce myself. Not anybody really cares, I guess, right? Who is this guy? This guy wearing this very snazzy dice shirt here. It's your all Uncle Gutty, folks. I'm the original gangster gamer, child of the 80s. I was there, folks. I lived through it. Lover of all things retro. Retro's always in perspective. Retro's not a time frame. Retro's a vibe. Retro to me is 70s and 80s. Retro to some other people is 90s and 2000s. That's why I have my children. But retro is love. I'm also a podcaster, which we'll be coming back to in the following weeks. I've got 3 stories lined up. We'll see how that goes. And I'm the retro historian. I'm also a lover of ice cream. And Claire Black got me talking about ice cream last time. In the Discord, I posted a picture of the classic ice cream that all the old people had back in the 80s. And it's still around. Maple walnut. So, would you like some ice cream? You say, yeah. They bring you a bowl of that. And you ate it because it was still ice cream. There's only a few bad flavors of ice cream. Tiger Tail. That's orange sherbet and black licorice. Blah. Garbage. Anything else is just varying tiers of ice cream that you don't prefer. So how are we doing, folks? Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Some of you may know, today is November 14th. It is National Pickle Day. And tell those that celebrate, a pox on you. Because pickles are a vile food. Pickles are disgusting. Go back and check out my shorts. I ate a pickle for my 3rd anniversary of affiliate streaming. And it was vile. It was disgusting. I don't know how people eat those things. Even the smell of dill makes me kind of nauseous. So, tell those that celebrate National Pickle Day, boo. Boo to you. Let me think. I think I got here on my awesome list. Yes. Don't think so. For those that keep track, I'm going from Twitter to Blue Sky. So the 4 people that read it every day, just go over there kind of thing. Apart from that, not much new, man. Like I said, it's getting colder up here. So the winter coat is on more consistently, apart from switching between spring and spring jacket, mid jacket, and then and winter jacket. It's getting a lot colder. I don't know when we'll get snow. 14th November? Soon. I find the snow up here this way is coming later and later, which is unusual. We've had green Christmases as well. Today's beverage is Pepsi Zero Sugar, because I like the caffeine. I think we'll see, though. Maybe next Tuesday we're going to have a new alcohol called Michener's. That's a very awesome sour mash whiskey. All right. Having said that, let's get into some glorious retro. Where's my Anstream Arcade here? Anstream Arcade. Here we go. They went crazy. They added like 5 PS1 games. They've been doing quite well of adding some of the more and more titles. They're going more into the PlayStation 1 and systems, which is fine, actually. There's such a good variety on here. It's Like I said, I love it. We're going to start some challenges tonight, see what the tournament is. And of course, it's been a while since I played Galaga. Got to play that awesome Galaga. So let's see what we got cooking on here today here. Giant Slayer. Let me see. Swing of the Maypole, and it was hit. 10. I can do that. I can hit 10 guys. Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't care. Let's go. Wait. Oh, the challenge is probably expired, I bet. Go back here. All right. End it. Okay. Let's see what we got here. High score with 1 life, 400. That's pretty easy, actually. Let me see here. Crack as many tiles. I don't know that one. Mr. Moneybags. 2650. Oh, that's a joke. I can destroy that game in 1 life, actually. On 2650. Fatal Fury. No, Fatal Fury. No, we're not gonna come to that. Let's try the Pac-Man here. Beating 2650 is not a huge challenge. Hang on a second here. Looks like our sound's off here too. Arcade. Okay, capture audio. All right. Yeah, here we go. Let's see what we can do here. So each dot's worth 10 points. But if you really want the points, you got to go for the ghost. And I'm kind of being quite facetious here. There we go. Oh, jeepers! Okay. Was not expecting. You see, I get soft. I get soft. I forgot I had that damn thing on, Duncan. Jeez. This is a scary game. Thanks, Duncan. I forgot I had the air. I'm gonna keep the air horn and the goat scream around. So in Giant Slayer, someone does a challenge all the community. If enough people beat them, we'll get gems. Enough, they get gems. So it's a good way to go through and get some free gems. If you find some challenges to sandbag on. Thanks. It's a scary game. Well, a lot of the arcades back in the 80s were quite dark, and stank like rotten carpet too. So, so it's not you're not far off of being scary. Like even before Pac-Man came along, arcades were the realms of kind of like very seedy people. So it's like I said, I totally understand that being scary kind of the way here. I can kill Willie on that one. What's this one here? The arcades are kept a little darker so the glowing screens of the games would draw people in. Absolutely. Absolutely. They had a lot of neon in them too. A lot of neon. You know what I really miss though? Is you used to have like pizza and stuff and all that. So you could spend all day in the arcade. And I can't do that one. I thought it was something different. Defeat your opponent taking a single hit? No, it's not going to happen. But yeah, like I said, it was awesome.
Ready to standing by.
Someone sent me chocolate, and hi there. Hey, Lady Spookums. How you doing? Hope all is well. Everybody, our resident Trekkie, Lady Spookums. Also, too, big Dance Lawson fan. Excellent taste. And the keeper of the unofficial Still Canon to Me, damn it, Widgeon to these facts today. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I've got a candy dish upstairs full of chocolate. I've got Henry's in there, Aero bars. I've even got peanut butter cups. So let me know. Yeah, I understand Tyra doing well too. I'm exhausted. I came off basically working 50-hour weeks at work, And I'm just starting to get my feet back under me. Yeah, pizza, smoking, and feels and booze. That's the arcades of old, actually. And like I said, I kind of miss it, Duncan. Those you know, they're kind of neon flashy now, but it is what it is. But yeah, you can look at an old 80s movie. It's a teenage sex comedy called Joysticks. And the arcade in that was kind of like one of the higher end, you know, kind of styles they put together. But, you know. But you know what? We know what really matters, though, is we want to hear the Star Trek fact of the day. What's a good number? I got to think of a good number here, folks. What's a good number here? How about, That's a good question, actually. I was like, pick a number between 1 and 500 that you haven't picked before. How about 141? 141. I sure miss it. Smoking and booze aside, it was a lot of fun. Most places play music as well. Oh, absolutely. We had 80s tunes blasting. Like, I remember the one in Belleville. I had 672 actually. Well, in that case, I want to hear. Scratch that. I would like to hear. Fact 613. That's my area code. My monster's area code. 613, please. When you have a chance. No rush. Yeah. Let's play some Galaga here. I had 2 arcades in Belleville. One was at the mall, just called the Arcade. Black carpet, black walls, orange exterior, somewhat fluorescent lighting, mix of pinball and video games with the air hockey table in the back. The one downtown was a dedicated arcade called Bumpers. And it was in right beside the 3-screen theater, the Bell Star 3 at the time. Come on. There we go. And Bumpers was a true arcade. It was dark. Black walls, black carpet, minimal overhead lighting, and just packed wall to wall with video games. And like there was barely enough room in there to move. That was the arcade. And as Duncan said, music blasting all together good. It was awesome. The fact it was located next to the only movie theater in, well, one of the only movie theaters in town, made it a hot spot. Because you'd go, you would crack, crack some video games, see a movie, and then hit up fast food later with your friends. Let's pause for a minute here and read the Star Trek fact of the day. 613. It was Paramount executive Jeffrey Katzenberg, that guy, who contacted Nimoy and Bennett with what he called either the best idea or the worst idea. Having Eddie Murphy, an avowed fan, appear as the film's guest star. The script was written by Peter Kreitz and Steve Matterson, featuring Murphy's character, an English professor who believed in UFOs. I'm glad we dodged that bullet. As much as I like Eddie Murphy, that's not that's not a film I want to see. Oh, I missed one. Reminds me though when we saw Voyage Home. I figured it was a Voyage Home because changing it to like the whale scientist made a bit more sense. And I saw Bennett too. Bennett and Nimoy. Great combination. But it reminds me of like those little cameos. Like in Star Trek 6. Christian Slater got a little cameo where he's talking to Captain Sulu about not seeing the Enterprise and stuff. Because Slater is a huge Trekkie, and I think, don't quote me, his mother was like a makeup artist or something on the set. Won't be purchasing the new DQ. I see. Watch 10 seconds of it. Dang it! Someone was playing it. Oh, really? Wow. I've been hearing really mixed reviews about that, Duncan. I mean seriously mixed reviews. There's no in between. It's either fanatical love or absolute outright disgust. That's crazy. That was Slater's first film. Oh, really? Darn it, missed it. Yeah, I saw that, and ooh. Like I said, the good news about me is I don't pick up too many games that are out on sale because I'm cheap. But I've seen the reviews for that, and like I said, I've just never seen anything so polarizing. Not a long time. There's been a lot of people that had good little cameos in Star Trek. Now I'm pretty sure that oh shoot. LeVar Burton's daughter played his daughter in the latest season of Vanguard. Oh, really? Christian Slater was great. I don't think he got enough parts in the 80s. He was awesome in Heathers. He was awesome in talk radio. I just don't think, he just wasn't casted properly. I love Christian Slater. His turn in Archer, the animated show, as like the rogue CIA agent, is hilarious. So Slater's one of the cool guys. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure Burton's daughter, LeVar Burton's daughter, was in the latest season of Picard, which I thought was cool. But yeah, if I had that, that's right, he does have a cameo on Search for Spock. Maybe go for Yara. You're right. Oh, you're so clever. Ah, I missed it. Darn it. But I like how those little camels and the throwaways. I'll be really mad if I miss this by one. I did miss this by one. I missed that by one. I missed perfect by one. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Oh, we'll take it. And I haven't watched anything recently. Like I said, it's only been 2 days, so I haven't watched too much. I'm doing my rewatch of The Expanse. Just started season 2. What a great show. Is John Larroquette in that one? Okay, I go back and watch that, because I know Miguel Ferrer was in A Search for Spock. I don't remember John Larroquette. I love John Larroquette. Again, another actor I thought who should have got more exposure, and just never got the, I always say we get the big parts. That's a double whammy right there. Not bad, 55,000. Here's a second. Ow! That's right. I'll have to look again. Also on my two, don't know if anybody remembers John Tesh from Entertainment Tonight. He was in one of the Star Trek Next Generation episodes as a Klingon. When Worf walks the path of pain, he's given the old pain stick to him. Oh man, DQ. I gotta remember things like that. Yeah. But there's no games that really upcoming, like modern games I'm really looking forward to. Like, I should be playing like Jedi Survivor and stuff like that, but I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I thought about picking up Dark Forces Remastered to play on here. I thought that'd be kind of fun, but I didn't know if people wanted to watch that. But no, I don't really do I play a lot of modern games. See, they added 5 new PS1 games here. I'm not a big fan of these 3D polygraphs, 3D polygons. Coin Gathering Snail. Bad News for Ninja is not a new game because I've been on here a while. Army Moves. Well, that was good. Mark Leonard is the only actor to play each of the 3 big alien species. Now, I'm not sure, Spookums. You have to correct me on that one. That's right, too. Wasn't Mark Leonard like almost every franchise? Well, I'll scratch that. How do I put that? He was in the original series. He was in the Next Generation. I think he was in the films. How should I phrase that? It just felt like, excuse me. Let's try Mugbusters. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Still playing this cough. Mark Leonard had a huge footprint in Star Trek. and he was great as Spock's father. But you're right. I thought his appearance as the Romulan captain in Balance of Terror from the original series is one of the best. One of my favorite roles I've watched. Him as Spock's father in Journey to Babel is also an excellent one too as well. If you haven't watched the old series and you're kind of got an itching for it, Balance of Terror, Journey to Babel are both ones I highly recommend. Balance of Terror is one of my favorites. Old episodes. That's good. He was around in the old series and a Vulcan, obviously. Played a Klingon in the motion picture. That's right. And he was in Next Generation too, as well as, of course, as Sarek. That's right. Man, that motion picture. I tell you, I'm just thinking about motion picture. Like I said, my dad. Oh my goodness, gonna rush her. God rest his soul. Like I said, he wasn't a geek till later in life, but he totally fed my geekiness and my love for science fiction. He took me to see the motion picture when it came out. It was Urko the Gorilla, Planet of the Apes, the series. Oh, I remember that. That was awesome. Planet of the Apes, the series, TV series was hilarious. But my dad and I, we went and saw the motion picture. We were living in Prince Albert at the time. It was all the hype. First time in ages, Star Trek was coming back big. All hyped up. Went and saw it. Didn't know what the heck we watched. It was long, boring, and slow. It could really benefit from an editor. Now, the good news is the Happy Meal, the Star Trek Happy Meal was excellent. But no, my dad took me anyways, just because I wanted to go see it. He was never the father that would say, no, I'm not gonna, you go find your own way there, or whatever, or else you're gonna like stuff I like. He wasn't like that, which I'm glad. I was looking at basically some really old, obscure EDTV shows. And, there's some really weird ones I like to watch. I can't remember the name of them. It was that terrible. Well, one was, I think, was called Otherworld. It was about this family that gets, they go into a pyramid, and an eclipse happens, and they get sent to an alternate dimension and chased by, like, an android, whatever kind of thing. It was really weird. But it's a great way for them to, what do you call it? Create kind of like an alternative universe show with a very limited budget. We had The Wizard, which featured a small person as a toy maker who went around the world solving crimes. Yeah, it is what it was. We had a fantasy one. I can't remember what it was called, but it had a knight and his buddy who were friends with a good wizard. And they fought against an evil knight and an evil wizard. 80s TV was something else, I'll tell you that much right now. It's not a bad game, but I much prefer, what was the one though? Much for Compatrides. Just feels very, repetitive. Generic. Even the enemies. Big Man. That was my nickname. Big Man. They used to call me Big Man. I went for a Final Fight. Just something about that I get a kick. I enjoy. I might be seeing Gladiator 2. We'll see. My friend's supposed to get tickets. I haven't heard back from him yet, so we'll see. Wouldn't mind going to just check that out. I love going to the movies. Like I said, I'll watch anything just for the experience. What kind of sucks is, like I said, as Duncan was mentioning, is as I was mentioning, we used to have it's Naughty Boy. You blew up the mace. Okay, whatever. like I said, it's going to the movies and playing those video games. They're a lot less than now. Last time I was there was barely anything, and they're more of an afterthought. Like I said, I miss it. I miss that experience. What else we got here? There's Combatrides. You know what? There's a challenge on that one. Let's go into here. Let's do a challenge. And there's one I'm really good at, basically. It's the clowns. Defeat as many possible clowns as possible without losing a life. I'm at 33. I don't know if I can make 100 clowns. We'll see here. But let's challenge the community. Let's see what they come up with. Hope everybody's well. Like I said, the days are getting shorter. It's getting colder out. So it's hard to stay basically a bit more upbeat, I find. And that's normal. The big news up here is recently we have basically... There we go. Our government has basically allowed for the sale of beer and wine and pre-made alcohol to be sold in gas stations and corner stores. It's pretty huge for us. We didn't need it, but it's pretty weird now to go into the gas station and see all freezers full of alcohol. Our Costco has cleared out some products and have whole flats of like White Claws and stuff like that. So it's just weird you go in and like where there once was like a pop cooler or something. It's just basically cheap beer. Alright. We gotta eat clowns. Wait for the magic of power to stop here. I don't know if I remember this one actually. Yeah, I thought the fire breather was further up the stage here. This doesn't look familiar. So I want. You don't want to grab them by their ankles. And of course, make sure they don't get behind you. I wouldn't mind, I was thinking about Star Trek. I wouldn't mind watching Star Trek 3 again. Search for Spock. That was an easy movie to hate when it came out. But I was wondering if it's aged better over time. Oh, now I got upstairs here. 15 clowns, okay. So there's that flame-throwing guy. Oh, flame beater, pardon me. Oh, you know what I also do? I also restarted watching Batman the Animated Series. Kevin Conroy's my Batman, no questions about that. What a great show. Story-wise, animation-wise, voice-wise, music-wise. It's a complete package. And that's why I encourage people too. When you got a show you like, really savor when it's on. Because you don't know when it's going to end. Well, we always assume we're going to get a decent show, whatever. No. We could have like long droughts between good shows. But I just started again last night. And I gotta tell you, what a great, what a great show. Not much the fact, I wonder basically how we got Batman the Animated Series on TV when we did, because, is it really a kid's show? This is what kills me here, is the flame guy. He takes a lot of my health down, so I don't know how best to deal with him. Just kind of just stay on top of him. I can't grab his ankles fast enough either, see? So you can't grab his ankles. I like Batman, the animated series. Superman wasn't too bad. Justice League, excellent. I've got to make a library trip again, too. I've read all my books. I got to go up there and get some more. I love the library. Like I said, it was like, it's like going to the comic book shop. Going through and perusing through the issues and all that, see what's out there. It's in the library, they're free. Well, they're free to borrow. If I can get the clown's feet, I'd be all set here. Hey, Z-Man, what's happening? Hope all is well. Just playing some combat tribes here. Trying to defeat as many clowns as I can. For a challenge here in the Anstream Arcade. Welcome in, man. Just talking the fact that I started Batman the Animated Series again recently. And what a great show that is. Bruce Timm, Kevin Conroy, excuse me, Mark Hamill. The writing, the music, the animation, it's a complete package. I mentioned I didn't mind the Superman show as much. It was okay, but it lacked something. And then later on we got Justice League. Great cartoon. As mentioned too, I gotta go up to the library again and look for some new material to read. I just finished Monstrous. It's an excellent series. Volume 9 drops in December sometime. Z-Man, you know, I loved it too because when it was on, I was watching. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you in on a little bitty secret here. Many moons ago. When my wife and I were first dating, she babysat for a French couple. And little French boy named Maxime Mercier. And I was like, 17, 16, 17 at the time. Who knows, whatever, right? Anyways, I just want to hang out with my girlfriend. But me and the little boy and the sister, became inseparable. Because he seen me basically as a cool older brother. And we would play, Super NES together and do all this fun stuff and all that. He was only like 4 or 5. One of the things we did together was watch Batman the Animated Series and Bugs Bunny. And be able to watch that with him and like be able to watch out the fact was actually quite cool. And it is a great series. And like I was saying too, I don't know how we were so lucky to get that on TV because it's violent. Some of the stories are a bit mature. And like you watch, the kids are watching, you're like, well, why let my kid watch this? But we did. And man. And you could ask people who are really big fans of that, and they could probably name me their favorite episodes. There's quite a few in there. I like the Jokerfish one. That's the one I always got a kick out of. And the one where the Joker blackmails that guy for a favor until the guy basically snaps and goes after him. It was great. And it actually established a lot of canon in the comics and stuff after the fact, which I'm thankful for. What do we got here? Got a lot of indie games, actually. This looks interesting to lure me in. Looks interesting, but let's play it for fun. Because, again, the cover looks great. The graphics not so much. But yeah, like I said, and they have a new Batman series on. It's not bad. It's great. It's hard not to compare any Batman animated series to the original. Because like the original is like top tier, right? I didn't mind Brave and the Bold with the Diedrich Bader and all that because we got guest heroes and all that, which was fun. The new one is good though; it's worth your time. And I'm a huge fan of the Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn cartoon. It's hilarious. Okay, side scroller. It's hilarious. It's over the top and it makes no apologies. So can't ask for more than that out of a show. Bronx, New York, USA. So you haven't watched the Harley Quinn show and you like basically a near R-rated cartoon with lots of humor in it, give it a go. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Switch. I'm gonna clear these mean streets. I've been trying to find some good anime as well, too. And I haven't found too much yet. Watch it, was it Planted? Whatever. Anyways, it's one where these crew is like clean up space debris. It's not bad. Gloomy! Hang on a second, I'm gonna shout Gloomy out because I love Gloomy. Welcome in, Gloomy. Everybody. Gloomy's making their way back to the streaming world. I pop in when I can. She's got a wonderful voice, awesome laugh, and lots of fun is when she's on the screen. Got a huge kick of her playing the trading card store simulator. And like I said, big fan of tats. Hope all is well. We were just talking, Gloomy, too, about animated shows. We're just professing my love for the Batman, the animated show. Gloomy, that's all it takes sometimes, is to be just you. And just talking about some anime, like I said, I watched Assassination Classroom, which is pretty good. I watched Dead Down, whatever. And it really kind of on a note. Trying to watch Gundam, because everybody watched Gundam. We'll see. Watching stuff from the 80s, anime-wise, is like watching a formulaic show over and over. Like watching A-Team. It's not bad, but I like really good gripping anime. I started one that was pretty good, and the second episode isn't dubbed. It's dubbed in Dutch, and I know. Only said I'm not a Dutch person, so I can't help you there. Oh, that's a battery. That looks important. Oh, guess it's not important. Oh, maybe I can do that. I guess do that once, I guess. And not a bad little game. Like I said, the cover was more exciting than the actual gameplay itself. Not surprised. That's the way they always lure us in. But all's well in Gutty World. I can't complain. Weekend's almost here. A good day at work. Playing the side scroller of a game. It's like stage 1, I guess. Huh? Well, I can jump now too. Like I said, think about maybe next week doing. I'm not gonna play all these now. This is quite boring. Sorry, folks. I'm gonna do either talk on the Great Video Game Crash of '83 or E.T. the Video Game. 20-minute presentation. We'll play it all that. Yeah, I know, Doug. I'm like same thing over and over. It is what it is. Uncle Gutty loves doing these little presentations and stuff. I like looking at these histories and stuff like that, and giving you the lowdown. I was there when it happened. Marvin's Maze, any good? I will try it. I had a chance last night to play Alien, the Atari 2600 video game based upon the movie. Fox got into the cartridge business back in the day. They made Porky's, Alien, and MASH. It was horrible. Alien, the first screen is like a ripoff of Pac-Man, a really bad Pac-Man game. You're being chased by aliens. And when you finish that screen, you can play a bonus game, which is like Frogger Alien. I'm not going to ask, man. I'm just like, Fox, I don't know. I know you're like, we need to get some of that video game stuff. Let's go make some games. Like, so, yeah. Porky's was the same way. So I finally had a chance to play it, and I'm like, good lord, what were they thinking making this? Marvin's Maze. All right. Where am I? Oh, that's me there. Look at that. Oh. This 3D aspect is going to be very weird. Okay, so I only get a laser when I pick the little flashing balls. Good to know. Okay, where am I here? Yeah, so you know, I'll give you some verbal history of the crash. I was looking into it. So, the home consoles started in around 78 or so. Atari first out of the gate. Almost a near monopoly on the thing for a while. Then came a television and ColecoVision. And things were golden for a long time. Oh, of course it died. As time went by, things began to happen. One of the things was Atari did not want to give us developers credit. So they spun off their own company, made Activision. And Atari said, you can't do that. Atari says, we sure well can. I mean, Atari says they sure well can. So I went to court, and they won. What that meant? Oh my gosh. And Atari's second side of the gate, VGS was the first, at least as a card system. Absolutely. What that meant was basically everybody could start making Atari games, and they did. We had Magix. What was the one? The M Network, Mattel. They're all making Atari games that fell into the system. And as time went by through 80 and 81 and 82, having all these cartridges for the system really ruined the quality of the system. So if you got a bad Atari game, you didn't blame the developer, you blamed Atari, and it began to really devalue like the brand. Television would have no game value if it was VCS. Absolutely, no kidding. ColecoVision made an Atari 2600 adapter. So by 82, there was like a massive amount of console systems. If I know you know what you meant. And my God, I can barely say this because I'm so disgusted by it. But Atari, as Uncle will tell you, I know you agree too. Atari made a lot of bad business decisions. Atari knew at one point there was going to be a glut, where there'd be basically a breaking point, and their breaking point was if half the households in America had a console, and it came long before that. It broke at 20%, and the reason was by 82 there was 200% more games in the market than anybody wanted. They were just flooded the market. There's just too much, and a lot of it was just, pardon me, crap. Yeah, Bushdell knew it. The rest of the
I am Dungeon Master.
Galgaron! Galgarian, welcome in, man. I'm gonna call you Galgaron. Hope you're doing well, everybody. My Dungeon Master. Love the campaigns running. Hope you're doing well. Just about the video game crash of 83. So, Atari they're making several missteps. E.T. came out, and I say, you know what? We can make some money off this. So they paid $25 million for the rights for E.T. At the time, that was basically about $70 million in our dollars today, just for the rights. That was it. And they were like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. We'll make a game for Christmas, and it'll make it like gangbusters." So they flew the developer out to see Steven Spielberg in California, and he talked to them. The developer was the gentleman who did Yars' Revenge. Brilliant guy. Absolutely brilliant. And they told him, look, you got 5 weeks to make a game by September 1st, so we market it for Christmas. If you pull it off, we'll give you $200,000 and a trip to Hawaii. I know why you never get far in this game. You usually get chased by pickles. Housing crisis in Canada? Oh, let's switch some gears on that one. You'll love this. This is actually more stuff I like. I like talking about stuff. So, as you know, houses is expensive. And during COVID, money became cheap to loan. So people began overpaying for houses. Houses that were normally $300,000-$400,000 started going for twice as much, $700,000-$800,000. Housing prices went through the roof, and everybody started buying houses as speculation, and we're paying for them. And our immigration numbers over the last 5 years were double what they normally were because of reasons. Between that, international students, and everything else, we don't have enough supply. We don't have enough houses available for everybody that needs one. And when supply is short, prices go up. So the average house, if you want a typical 3-bedroom house in Canada, it's going to run you around $600,000-$700,000, which is insane. And that's in a normal market. If you're in a market like mine or Toronto, it's even higher. They tried various things. They tried lower mortgage rates. They tried first time house. No. They tried first time buying incentives. The fact that when you're asking someone 25 years old to put down $85,000 for a down payment on a house is not practical. So right now there's a lot of what we're gonna do, and the answer is basically we need more housing. The problem is though is no one knows how to kickstart that, whether it's through tax cuts, building incentives, or what. But we need more supply. And right now, they don't think they have enough supply. They can't build fast enough. So we have a crisis. That means my kids, who are in their mid to late 20s, can't buy a house. They might be able to buy a house maybe until their 30s, if that. So we'll see. So there's a crisis right now, Black. If you want to buy a home in Canada, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. If you can even find one. That's the housing crisis. And it's horrible. And you also fall into a danger of the rent trap. If you want to rent a 1-bedroom place in Canada, you're going to pay $2,200 Canadian a month. You cannot live and pay that much for rent. You become rent poor, basically. So right now we're kind of just staring across the table at each other. The government parties are all arguing like that. We don't have supply, Galgarian. We don't have the supply. We can't build it fast enough. I saw what we had to build. It was something, pardon me, like 10 million homes in the next 5 years. We can't build them that fast. We only built maybe 10,000 last year. So for now, basically, my kids will be living at home until they can, until prices come down. I think it's become affordable and stuff. And they're coming down slowly, but it's not good. And then people are stuck with houses. So people have overpaid for a house, and now they're like, have buyer's remorse. The worst part too is Uncle Goody's financial legend. If you want financial advice, I'm not a financial broker, but I'll tell you about spending money. You know what, Black? We need labor. We need housing labor. We definitely need housing labor, and we need housing supplies. We need that most of all. Absolutely. Housing, financial advice. Lost my thought though. How am I gonna be important? Yeah, we don't have a supply. That's what it was. But my kids are at home. I lost my train of thought. Isn't it terrible? Excuse me. But there's various answers that are going to fix it, but it's going to take time. The housing market and the economy is like a great big tanker. It doesn't turn on a dime. It turns very slowly when it reacts to stuff. That was it. So during COVID, we had a 0% interest rate. Thank you. So people were getting mortgages for like 2-3%, 3% mortgages, 4% mortgages. It was insane. Like people are just, give me the biggest mortgage I can. What happens with interest rates is they change. They go up. So everybody that bought a house at 4%, 3% for mortgage. Now it's going up to 5%, and those mortgages are coming due. That means when they refinance, it's going to cost them something like almost $1,000 more a month in mortgage. They can't do this, so they're panicking. Now there are things here too that you can do. So some people made some dumb mistakes. Some people took a variable rate mortgage, and that means basically you're gambling the mortgage rate isn't going to change. Let's say it's like 7%, and you know it's going down. Variable rate mortgage rate goes down means basically you pay less. Your mortgage goes more on the principal. You pay off your mortgage faster. If it goes up, you pay more mortgage. They're a sucker's bet. Always take a fixed mortgage you're going to pay. Some people took a variable rate mortgage at 4%, so now it's going up. They're screaming. So be careful what the rate is and stuff like that. People don't know how to budget. You need a place to live, food, clothing, bills are packed. Yeah, I mean, exactly. When I got my home, I hope I'm not boring anybody. When I bought my home 20 years ago, I don't play the pirate game. I was approved for, I think it was almost $170,000 mortgage. I said no. I said I knew on paper what I could pay, and $160,000 mortgage would be at the very cusp of my livability kind of thing. So I bought a house for like, laugh if you want. It was like $120. I bought a house for. That's what I got it for. People were getting the max amount for their mortgages. They're getting $600,000, $7,000 houses without any kind of flexibility. So you got a budget. And thanks for the hydrating, Claire Black. Much appreciate it. But yeah, Uncle Gutty does more than retro. Uncle Gutty is tapped into the world of news and finance and all that kind of stuff. So we do have a housing crisis in Canada. It sucks. It's self-inflicted. But we're hoping prices go down because, as Galgarian said, we need more supply. And we need to build more newer houses and stuff. But we'll see. That's the housing crisis in a nutshell. But like I said, a lot of people are nervous that had low mortgages because the rates are going up. Now what you do basically, let's say you get a mortgage for 5%. And in 5 years, the rates are 7%. You don't need another 5-year mortgage if you don't want. If you think the mortgage rates are going to go down, take a 1-year mortgage. When it renews, you can change your rate. Crud. Crud. We'll build Mega City 1. Absolutely, Duncan. Welcome in, Raiders! Hang on a second. I shout out Econo Cats. Oh, you're such an auto person. I was watching you play Pokemon. I was in there lurking away. Everybody, Econo Cats. If you love some of that Pokemon, if you love some of that good positivity, if you love a lot of great fun, go check them out. Thank you for the raid very much. It's your old Punk Gutty here. I'm a retro guy. Right now playing Pirate Pete, talking about the housing crisis, mortgages, and all other financial advice. So welcome in. If you got a retro game you want me to see, let me know. If you got a financial question or how the world works, let me know. Account Cats, you got to run. No problem. Much love, and as always, thank you. We're just talking about the housing crisis in Canada, so I'm going to explain it, because I am Canadian, and my mortgage is paid off. Excuse me. What Galgarian said. Tired of living in apartments, paying $50 a month for one bed. I'm trying to find houses for sale. None of that's 400,000 in my area, and I'm in a suburb. Galgarian makes a good point. As I mentioned before, you can get in the red trap. You can get stuck paying rent to the point basically where you can never sit for a down payment. And it sucks. Absolutely sucks, Galgarian. Duncan made a point about Mega City 1. I'm a huge Judge Dredd fan. And that's basically where they build the great big huge city blocks where people lived, shopped, and went to school in this dystopian future. Now, having said that, and what's funny is a lot of our new apartment builds are what's being termed as mixed-use builds. So on top is living space. On the bottom is like stores, grocery stores, services, and so forth. So we're slowly starting to create mini mega blocks up here. We're having a good night. Like I said, playing some Pirate Pete. If you recognize it, it is very similar to Jungle King, which which I also enjoy playing. And before I forget, to my lurkers, twerkers, and soda jerkers, thanks for being here. No need to participate. You don't have to chat. Don't have to do anything you want. Anonymous calls are on, but you can sit back, relax to the sound of my sweet voice. And I'll fill the uncomfortable silences between us. So that's the housing crisis in a nutshell in Canada. God damn it. Thank you, cats. I was playing horror games. Thank you, Z-Bear. Thank you very much. I was playing horror games for October, and I startled very easily. So I added the air horn and the goat screaming sound, and chat had a blast and a half. And also, too, before I talk like Arnold, thank you, Gloody, very much. It's one of my few skills. I don't need your bits, don't need your subs, don't need your tips. All I need is your undying love and your loyalty. If you like what you see, tell your friends, tell your family, tell a phone. But, folks, everything I make for this channel goes to a cause I pick every month. This month, it's going to the Veterans Transition Network. It is a Canadian charity. The hype train? Wow. Thank you, Duncan. It's a Canadian charity that helps provides mental health services to veterans. In Canada, we don't do a good job of taking care of veterans. Our government really doesn't. And a lot of them do need these mental health services. So I'm a huge advocate for it. Firemen, military, I can't do those jobs. I can never do those jobs. So my hat's off to those that can, and they deserve support. So everything for November is going to Veterans Transition Network. 5-star rated charity on Charity Tracker, because I watch that kind of stuff. 82 cents every dollar goes to services. Thank you, Gary, and thank you, Counter Cats. You people are fantastic. Level 1 hype train. You're awesome. And like I said, if you got a game out there, let me know. And it was Duncan doing the air horn. Let's go Space Invaders. If you got topics, let me know. I'll talk about anything. 80s, 90s, financial markets, political shift, famous battles. You name it. I'm a well-read person. I spent a lot of my youth just reading everything, and not just comics. I've read War and Peace, encyclopedias, history books, fine art books. So I'll talk about anything. You might know this from my stream title, Attention K-Mart Shoppers. We used to have K-Mart in Canada before I went away. I miss it. I love the blue light special. I'd run towards that blue light like a moth to a flame, because you know it was going to be something good. Usually in September, it was 33-cent paper for school. Kmart suffered the same fate as Sears. And I'll tell you how that happened. The Uncle Gotti Blue Light Special. Oh, man. Like I said, Kmart was where I bought a lot of my Atari cartridges. They had a fantastic cafeteria. Hey, Braz, welcome in. And the blue light specials were like, I don't know, something that the managers would throw together. And they're like limited edition deals. And you'd be in the store, and all of a sudden, if you're lucky, you'd hear, "Attention, K-Mart shoppers, there's a blue light special in our shoe department." And you'd head over there, and there'd be this little cart, the blue light flashing like crazy. There'd be some kind of wild special. And sometimes it was like I said, 33 cent pack of paper. I remember seeing once. Sales on chocolate bars. Bloomy, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. So I missed a blue light special. So if you hear that, that's where that comes from. You're also awesome. Thank you very much. Like I said, it's all going through as a Veterans Edition Network. Like I said, if you don't need to donate, folks, if you want to do something for me, do pay it forward. I'll tell you what happened to Sears, folks. A young hotshot Wall Street guy, whose name I forget, bought Sears, took it over, venture capitalist, and started doing some very, very dirty things to it. One of the things he did was Sears borrowed money from his other company, so he became a primary creditor to Sears. Instead of basically having meetings actually in the Sears headquarters, they had to fly all the way down to where he was located to have Sears. and he killed the Sears catalog. Sears catalog services was huge. Before Amazon, Sears would publish this massive book before the internet that had every Sears product known to man and then some. You'd go through it, call up Sears, order it, it'd show up at your local Sears or whatever in a day or two. It was fantastic. And it was ahead of its time. Never went online. He killed that. Mastercraft. Mastercraft was was a Sears brand. This idiot allowed other brands to be sold alongside of Mastercraft and Sears brands, and that totally devalued like the Sears brand. And then he'd do stupid stuff. So the monthly flyer, instead of having a strategic way to fill it out, departments would bid their personal budget on space each month in the flyer, and it led to stupid stuff like the Mother's Day flyer having dirt bikes and tools in the front. Like, it's the dumbest thing in the world. In the end, he drove Sears in the ground. He came out basically ahead because, again, he was a primary creditor for all the loans, and the Sears real estate he sold off and ran out of the money. Yeah. So that's what happened to Sears. Toys R Us is even uglier. In the States, there is a way where you can take over a company using its own money. I forget how it's done, but look it up. But basically, a group of venture capitalists where it was able to use Toys R Us's money to buy the company, and again, take out loans using company assets for stuff, and just ran it to the ground. I hate venture capitalists. All they do basically is destroy companies. That was dumb. So that's why Sears died. And he did the same to the K-Mart too. All for greed and Toys R Us. So just drives me crazy. Thank you very much, folks, for the raid train. That's 2 in 1 week. Level 1, much appreciate it. All the love in the world. Space Invaders, 1978. One of the first games to allow you to have a high score in 3 men. Before that, that was unprecedented. People did, arcade owners didn't want that. Before Space Invaders, games were timed. You put in a quarter, you get 90 seconds of gameplay, and that was it. That way, arcade owners knew exactly how much money they're going to make, roughly. They were worried that having a game where I believe someone player's skill for 3 lives, they would play forever. Turns out it was totally a false myth. They made more money off of stuff like Space Invaders with lives and Pac-Man than they made ever before. And Space Invaders, man, like when it hit the market, everybody has Space Invaders. Golf courses, pizza parlors, bowling alleys, places that didn't normally have video games before had a Space Invader machine. And we all lined up to play it because there was nothing else to play. It was the game to play. I know you guys like Dig Dug. I know you love that Dig Dug. Oh, that's good. Leverage buyout. Exactly. Like I said, some of the stuff that you can do with business is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And that leverage buyout basically is just, I think it's completely dirty pull. But there is there's very few ethics in business. I took a course in high school and university. Business ethics. I took a course in business ethics. It was one of the best courses I ever took. Because it actually looked at the ethics of business. Like, for example, we don't sell it at gasoline in North America anymore. But we sure sell it in third world countries. A lot of the expired food winds up down there as well, too. Learned about insider trading, which is illegal, actually. But one of the best things I studied was the Pinto case. So the Pinto was a car in the 70s with a known, let's say it, vulnerability. The gas tank resided over the rear wheels. And if you were struck from behind, there's a good chance the Pinto would explode. And they knew it. So Pinto had a set amount ready to go. If your family was killed in a Pinto explosion, they would offer you a set amount to sell to the court. And a lot of other car manufacturers took the same approach. If you're killed in one of their vehicles, they have a set amount ready to go for you to pay off your family. Sell to court. Is it ethical? Who knows? Too young to see Space Invaders. Ah! Whoop. Whew. Panic for a minute. Too young to see Space Invaders much, but I did play Cubert and Snake. Oh, yeah. Take that, you. No. Cubert was fun. Cubert was hard to play, but it was fun. The weird board made it difficult, but it was fun. Were you really in a car that exploded once, Galgron? I've only been in a minor car accident. I've been quite lucky, actually. Double whammy, let's go. I'd like to hear that story, Galgron. And Snake Rattle and Rail, yeah. I can't do as much as I used to anymore. We used to like to ask people, basically, what video games are. Wow, I'm glad you're safe. That's gotta be quite the story, though. I'd like to joke about it. I won't joke about it, though. But yeah, car manufacturers have a list of amounts they will offer you if you sue them. Is it legal? Sure. Ethical? Questionable. That's crazy. But I've had a few near-death misses myself. No car explosions. But I've nearly been electrocuted 3 times. And I nearly drowned twice. Which probably would explain why I have a fear of water. Short version, a car stopped at a stoplight and died. I tried to turn it back on again, a piston rod shot through the engine block and out the hood. Small fire shot under it. Yeah, they'll do it. Oh my god, dude. That is insane. That's crazy. But no, like I said, electrocuted twice, 2-3 times. Nearly drowned twice. So that's why I have fear from water. But no, took business ethics. It was just absolutely interesting. 90 feet Buick Custom. Those Buicks will do it to you every single time. Got me. That's insane. Insane, Galgarian. But no, business ethics, one of my favorite classes. Really made you think about stuff. Now I want to play Tapper. I wish I could play Tapper. They had it on here, but they lost the license. It was pulled back by... and I used to play it. Tapper would make me very anxious because I'd panic on it. Well, I paid $7 for it. A couple buddies worth. Oh my gosh. And before I forget, as Duncan will say, Mr. Do is superior to Doug Doug. Dig Dug is the best. There's just something relaxing about Dig Dug. They got me. I love Dig. I don't mind Dig Dug. Go for the world record. I love Dig Dug. I play a lot of that back in the day too, actually. I know what I want to play now. Hit all the greatest hits here. Yeah, in case you're wondering, this is the Anstream Arcade Platform. Over 1,300 games from various platforms. Arcade, Atari 2600, Super Nintendo, PS1, Spectravision, you name it. It could be on here. A lot of the companies that pulled their titles back. So when Netflix came out and they had all the stuff to stream was awesome, right? And then they realized like, hey, wait a minute, the content owners, we could do the same thing. They started pulling back all the content. So we got Paramount Plus and Prime and Peacock and all that. Things happened to Anstream a bit, but they maintained some of the license, especially the Tato stuff. But like I said, we used to have Tapper. It's gone now. Mortal Kombat was pulled back by Midway. They pulled back a lot of their stuff. But you know what I'm playing? I want to play Apple Soda. Oh, that would be pretty good. I haven't had any good sodas lately. I used to I'll type it all. Used to drink Italian sodas. Excuse me. Yeah, Z-Bear. So what's happening is like I said, Midway goes, wait a minute. We can make money off this. So the same thing happened. They when it came time to renew the content license, they asked for an exorbitant amount that wasn't basically business, made business sense. So they Anstream said take the content back. So a lot of the stuff went back to the content owners. They're just sitting on it basically. Capcom's got their own platform. The stadiums, I own that. Atari released their own stuff. 50th Anniversary Collection, they're adding stuff to that as well. Everybody's just trying to make money off their content. Sega's got their own platform. Nintendo got their own platform. Like I said, they're very, like I said, they're trying to make their own money off it. It's the way of the world, capitalism. I love Centipede. Again, Centipede was the game I remember seeing everywhere. Hey, for sitting on black and white franchise. That sucks. That really sucks. That's a great franchise. And I hate when a company just sits on it and does nothing with it just because. Like, do something with it. License it out. Make a pack that's downloadable for PC, Xbox, or something. Do something with it. Don't just sit on it and have it gather dust because someone wants to play it. And I hate when games are locked away in the vault. I get a chance to. I used to drink. Used to love drinking Crush strawberry soda. Haven't had one of those in a while either. Haven't had a cream soda in a while either. I should go get that. Every so often I got a craving for one. It's hard not to do those challenges. Like I said, if you get bored of just playing the games, there's challenges to do where it's like get the most points in one life, die the fastest, do the bonus stage the quickest, and then you can even take those challenges and challenge other players. It's fun, especially if you're highly competitive. Millipede's right next door to it. Duncan, I'll play that next. Is Millipede like Miss Pac-Man? That is, they take Centipede and put a bow on it and call it Centipede 2. And no offense, I like Miss Pac-Man. And I don't know why we don't have Miss Pac-Man on here. We got Pac-Man. And we got Super Pac-Man. And we got Pac Buddies, which is horrible. We've got a few, actually, Pac-Mans on here. But no Miss Pac-Man. I know what you're saying. You don't need Miss Pac-Man. You got Miss Pac-Man at home. That kill column going here. Number Munch. Oh, yeah, now you're talking. I remember Number Munchers. Absolutely. Pack and Pal sucks. I'm saying it right now. Pack and Pal, as I said, is like someone got drunk at the Christmas party and say, you know what we should do? We should take the worst qualities of Pac-Man and Super Pac-Man and make a game out of it. And you get Pack and Pal. It's horrible. I hate Pack and Pal. I cannot tell you how much I despise that game. Stupid spider. I'll play Millipede next, and maybe I'll play around a Pack and Pal if you're lucky. It's just like, come on, guys. It's like Dig Dug 2. They took the worst ideas and took all the good stuff from Dig Dug 2 and left it out. Which I don't get. But hey, what do I know? Secret Island Dr. Condor. I don't think I have, but I have heard of it. Oh. Got away from me there. So one of the strategies for Centipede is to keep the bottom field clear of mushrooms. Keep that bottom field clear and you'll have a lot of trouble. I've heard of it, but I've never played it actually. No. So wild and said creepy at the same time. I can believe it. That's why I've heard of it. Let's get back to some of that millipede love. Again, millipede is just Centipede 2. It's just reskinned. Before you forget, folks, since I've got wonderful people in here, December is the Great Geek giveaway here on the channel. All month of December, viewers have a chance to earn entries either through channel points, answer trivia questions, or for whatever. And in January, I put all your names in a big wheel, and I pick 2 winners. Those 2 winners get a box of stuff from my Geek Cave. All my little treasures, you get a box of that, or donation your choice to charity your choice if you want. So get ready for that. In addition to that, basically, I'm also going to be playing some of the viewers' favorite games, or ones that they requested. I owe you a Japanese horror game. Inkler Black loves his pinball. Elvotes asked for Hades, so that's going on the list as well, too. So keep that in mind. And you might get lucky and be able to choose a game to play for December. That's a great geek giveaway. Yeah, I know, Duncan. Like, they say it's random. I don't think it's random. I got a kick that they changed the graphics but not the sounds. And I've never ever used the DDT effectively. Yeah, I gotta get demo. You know what? I'll put that on my list for December for you, Claire Black, to get that VPN pinball VPX going. So I can play my Demolition Man. Like I said, I've got a local pinball pierogi place that has classic machines in it, but those machines aren't well taken care of, and their flippers are soft. Don't like soft flippers. Send people the Dreamcast? I used to play it on the 8-bit a lot. Pardon me, the 2600. It was good. Centipede was one of the games, one of the games I could just play and play. Not Pac-Man so much, but Centipede, yeah. Oh, crud. That was like a 3D game. Oh, okay. Because you know, a game's only better when you make it 3D. I like when they try to make, 3D Pac-Man and stuff like that. Playing on the 64, there was port over that. Yeah, it was actually, wasn't it? Oh no! Oh no! The bonus stage, or trying to avoid. Oh, that's a horrible sight. Let's clear this off over here. Man, I love the 64. I never owned one. My cousin had one, so I played his a lot. Like, the 64 came out in '84. It was only a year or two near the end of the 2600, and the graphics and sounds were like miles above. And I think though, basically, it wasn't that long afterwards that we had the NES for the home that came out. That's crazy. Nightbot's so aggressive. Sorry about that, Galgard. Oh man, Doom. We lost a lot of hours to Doom. That again is another video game milestone. When Doom came out, it shifted everything. Like, you ask anybody, and they'll say, "Oh, we're in the golden age of video games. We will never have it better than this." And always something comes along to change the game. And Doom changed the game. Doom changed the game extremely. Best part, I can do this, Galgren, is I can paste that. That's Galgren. He's pointing out basically the 3D version, which is actually a really good point. Mental note, fix Nightbot. Doom is even if he has something better than the Sound Blaster. Time Splitters. Oh my god. Can you imagine a time where PCs didn't come with sound cards? You had to buy one. You had to buy a sound blaster. And you were nothing if you didn't have a sound blaster. And if you had something better than a sound blaster, odds are you drove around a very fancy car. Play it using the Gravis ultrasound. Oh, man. So just for Duncan, play some Pack and Pal. Oh, good. Maybe it's gone. Maybe I can't play it. Maybe it's gone. Oh, no. No such luck. Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, Pack and Pal. Yeah, I paid about that too. $189 for my original Sound Blaster card. Yeah, they were not cheap. But, you know, you need a Sound Blaster. If you want to play video PC games, you need it. A Sound Blaster card. It's like having a console. You need a hard drive for all the extra games you've got. Absolutely. But yeah, this game, like I said, I think this game is so stupid. It's like the worst combinations of Super Pac-Man and and Pac-Man thrown together. Just for you, Duncan. Good news is there's an ad coming on, so like if you guys want to watch, you don't have to. Let's do this stupid thing. No, but Dune did change did change the game, I'd like to say. Now what's funny though is Oh, he's still dying. That happens, I see. What's funny is I find this game much slower than Pac-Man. Oh! Went in the box, I guess, got away. Yeah, but this is Pack and Pal, like I said. I don't ask me why. Your pal killed me? I know. The pal's a lie. And the best part is these cards don't change. Oh. So, like, if you unlock one, it remains the same, basically. Oregon Trail? Oregon Trail is one of those games that gets lost in time. We didn't know what we had at the time, I think. Or how good we... Oh, my God! That was horrible. Let's go just chatting for a bit here before we tell this. I might talk about just the Oregon Trail. Excuse me. Oregon Trail was great. Oregon Trail was, again, it was like another little mini evolution of enjoying games on PCs and stuff. And so it was educational. We got to play it in school a lot, which was great. I don't think Oregon Trail was as impactful, in my opinion, as Doom. Doom, by far, there's no question about its impact. Same with Half-Life. Doom had a huge impact and changed the industry. I need to mod this game to Pickle and Pal just for Uncle Gutty. Thanks, Duncan. But Oregon Trail, like I said, it's a game people look back fondly because everybody played it. Everybody must have played at least once, or a version of it. We had a Canadian version up here, believe it or not. I do have the updated version. I have played it, and I do enjoy it. But I don't think it is as impactful as Doom. I do like it, and it's a nice it's a nice change from shoot 'em ups and stuff. It's Oregon Trail is basically a decision based against random against the game. Duncan, the game is trying to kill you. It's fun, but like I said, you don't have as much control over the fate as you want. Most of my people drowned in the river or died of disease. Yeah, most of my people died of disease. There's no question about that. When I played it, only one person survived. I played on stream. I think only one person survived out of my whole crew. Civ 2 was also a huge impact. Absolutely. Civ 2, Red Alert. Civ 2 has the biggest impact. Those RTS, real-time strategy games, as they call them, huge impact. Red Alert, I played a lot of that. Command and Conquer, yes. Civilizations, though, has impact. We got Civ 6, why not? I like Civ. I play it once in a while. But I was a big Dune RTS game player and Command & Conquer player. But yeah, a lot of my people just died outright in Oregon Trail because it's so unfair. We had fun today, folks. It's a lot of fun, actually. So we had a little train, we had a little raid. Much love there. It's always appreciated, Econo Cats. Yeah, Civ 7's coming out, no problem. Civ in February. Yeah, everybody, it's like, you can tell the impact of a game right then and there. When I talk about civilizations, Gloomy chimes in, Galgarian chimes in. I know I've played it, all that. Everybody's up for it. So it's no question about it, it's got. And like I said, and everybody's looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. Maybe I'll play it. Maybe not. I'll have to see. See how exciting it is on stream. Because I love Civ. I haven't played a good RTS game in a while, and I should. Zebra's a huge Civ fan? Well, now. Well, that may be something to look forward to then. I might have to try and warm up and try to play that, actually. Like I said, I played far too much Command & Conquer. Way too much Command & Conquer. Way too much Star Wars Galaxy at War. But man, I used to be like when in the 90s, that's all I played was real-time strategy. That's what I was just playing that like crazy. All right, folks. It's been another great night. I had a lot of fun actually, folks. Like I said, Gloomy, Galgarian, Econo Cats, Duncan, Z-Bear. Thanks for the bits, dudes. And dudettes. And everybody between. Like I said, I just want to put on a little fun, have people walk down memory lane and educate them in the housing market and mortgages. That's what we do here on the stream. But hey, thanks for being here. Like I said, giving up some time to listen to this old man ramble about things and play some of these games is always a treat. We're back here Tuesday. I'm not sure when I'm playing exactly yet. It might be an ET stream. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to see. ET 2600. Could be Fortnite. Who knows? I haven't decided yet. But I'll play something. If you got any ideas, let me know on Blue Sky. Throw them in the Discord. I'll play something. I haven't decided yet. Kind of just basically bouncing between games on Tuesdays. Take care of yourselves, folks. Like I said, we're in this real dark seasons now of the year. So your mental health may not be the best. And I'm a big advocate for people of taking care of themselves. Your brain's a muscle. It needs love and care too. If you're not feeling your best, don't push through it. Take that me day. Wrap up in a blanket. Do something, but do not suffer in silence. Speak out. Get help. Someone's always listening. And what else can I say, really? Except Christmas is almost here, folks. So you want to get me a big gift, go for it. Anyways, we're back here Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check it out. We're on Blue Sky. We're in the Discord. I need to use that a lot more than I have to. But if you got ideas for games, let me know. If you got ideas for content, let me know. If you got ideas for me to ramble on about, let me know. Let's see who's up on the old Twitch machine. Who are we going to read into tonight, folks? We have got Middle-Aged Stream playing Baldur's Gate 3. The Real Babs. Mon ami playing Celeste. Mestaco's playing Forza Horizon 5. The Neon Guts Partner Push, the broadcaster, playing the finals. Let me see here. Me, War Woman playing Last of Us Part 1. Undead playing Dragon Age. Is that it? Who should we throw in the love to, do you think? You know what? Let us go and throw some love into Neon Guts. Hello there, Braz. Thanks for stopping by. Braz is in a partner push. This guy, I'm really impressed by. He went full-time, I think, a year and a half or so back. And you're welcome, Gloomy. Thank you very much. Much appreciate it. And he has really leaned into his branding, and he's absolutely hilarious to watch. Let's go right into him. If you're not going to be here, I will see you on the flip side. And do not forget, folks, to be safe, be smart, be well, and may the views be ever in your favor. And to always kiss a homies goodnight. Till next time, ciao, everybody.